Hello everybody. So, in recent days I have been showcasing multiple emulation platforms that run very well on the GPD XD. And for those of you who have no idea what the GPD XD is, it's an Android based portable gaming system which plays in addition to Android games, tons of emulators. So anybody who is familiar with the good old consoles of the past, like your NES and your Super NES and your Game Boy and Commodore 64, all those titles from all those decades back. This platform is perfect for playing those games. Anyway, tonight we will feature our good friend, and before I introduce our friend, let me just say I have had countless years and hours playing on this particular platform, on the train, on the bus, in class, even during exams. Anyway, enough ado. Introducing the good old Game Boy Advance. So, let's look at emulation of the Game Boy Advance on our powerful GPD XD. Now, there are quite a few Game Boy Advance emulators that are available on the Google Play Store today, and I've tested quite a few of them. So what you can do, just go to the Play Store and simply type in Game Boy Advance emulator, and there are quite a few of them. I've tested some of them, and one of the ones that I find work pretty well for me is John Game Boy Advance. So it's John GBA. So I already installed it. It's a pretty solid emulator. Yeah, and what I like about it as well, it's very simple to configure. Those of you, there have been some guys asking me, when you install your purchased official ROMs on your SD card, where's the how do you tell it to find those ROMs, right? What's the path? So let me just stress, the ROMs that you should be using will be ROMs from official purchased games that you would have owned and that you would have converted to ROMs. What you do, you put your ROMs in any directory on your SD card. And then what you do when you get in the app, simply, when it asks for the path to those ROMs, simply go to the root of your SD card and search for MNT, right? That's MNT. And then you go into that directory and then look for external_SD. And once you click that, then you will actually see then all the directories on your SD card. And then, whatever directory you put your official purchased Game Boy Advance ROMs under, you just highlight that, and then it would automatically just show all the games there, and it would remember that path, so you don't have to keep entering it, and you just simply select your games and you can play. When you're in the app, if you want to, and I definitely did, you can actually physically map the keys of the GPD XD to the game itself. So, because I don't like seeing the virtual keys on the screen, I like I want the full, real true, Game Boy Advance experience where when I'm playing my games, I have my keys and I have a full screen and all I see is the game. I don't want to see virtual keys on the screen. So, on the GPD XD, on that John Game Boy Advance app, there is a gamepad settings. So you just go to settings, go to gamepad settings, and you simply create a profile, and then once you've created that profile, I call it GPD XD, you can then say, map keys, and then it tells you, map the keys for up and down, left and right, and A and B, and it's very, very straightforward, very, very intuitive, and you save it, and your keys are mapped. So two things you do, you show the directory to find your, official purchase ROMs, and then you also can map your keys physically to the software, and you're good to play your games straight away. So that being said, let's look at some games. everybody. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Now I'm going to ask you to do two things before you leave. One, there's a button right up here on the screen to my right here. Click on that and that will take you to our website, www.redtechbot.com. When you get on that site, there will be a button there where you can actually sign up for our newsletter. And when you do sign up for our newsletter by entering in your email address, you will automatically be entered into all of our tech giveaways. And by tech giveaways, these are some typical examples of what we will be giving away, and these are some examples. There's other stuff as well. And the good news is, you just have to enter your email address once, and it will automatically be entered into the pool every time we do a draw. And we will use that email address, of course, to contact the winner to tell them, hey, you've won something, and it's really cool. And of course, the newsletter will have updates on tech reviews, what's coming up new, what's coming up next, new stuff in the industry, and even information on future giveaways, right? So it's really nice newsletter that we're going to be sending out. And one other thing is, on this side on the screen here, up here on my left, you click on that and you will subscribe to the channel. Now by subscribing, of course, you will be at the forefront of any new things that are happening, any new videos that are coming out. And what I will also be doing is I'll be doing videos where I'll be talking about what we're going to be doing as a next giveaway, right? So you want to be subscribed, tuned in to that as well. So it's going to be a fun year and fun years to come as well. So yeah, that being said, you guys have a great day.